episode 539. Thank you all for listening to episode 538, Duke versus Dong Bags. I am Bambi, here with my co-host.
Bambi's mom.
Heavy hitter.
And no Christmas Cody. Thank you to Wes Anderson for Moments of Time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter and Instagram at Songs by Wes. Thanks to All Wear Clothing. Visit allwearclothing.com. Mention Overline Podcast. Brandon will hook you up with that deal. Thanks to Crandall's Quality Landscaping. Give Sean a call, 419-704-5471. Serves the Toledo and surrounding areas and not
Miami, Florida.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you to Paper Denim Art. Go to Facebook, check out Paper Denim Art, mention what you might want from Danny, and she is going to hook you up. Mention Overline Podcast. Thank you to Great Key Merch. And what we're going to be doing this year, haven't started yet, but we're going to get there. Well, I should say next year. And thanks to us. Thank you to Sparty Steve. And last but not least, Connell Barrett, DaytonTransformation.com.
Yeah, you know where to go. You know to get to DaytonTransformation.com and get that free consultation from Connell when you mention Over the Line Podcast. In the meantime, get to Amazon.com and buy Connell's book, Dating Sucks, But You Don't. The Perfect Stocking Stuffer.
In order to stuff that stocking.
Goddamn, pal.
Goddamn. So Parrot is just walking around his kitchen because he just realized his iPad will follow him. So he's so happy.
No, I'm not doing that because of that. I'm boiling water to make Bree some tea. She requested tea when she gets home. She's at her mom's house right now trying on 16 wedding dresses.
Oh, yeah. She won a lot. So
For
a literal
$300
lot.
though. $300
For the entire
total.
lot.
2 of them.
Damn. So 16 dresses for $300?
And some of those dresses are $2,000 price tags on them.
Well, fuck, she's gonna make some money. Maybe we should get her to sponsor the show. Bree's mom, cut the check.
That's right.
I might need one of those dresses next year. Dude,
Oh my gosh, yes.
If Barry put me
Yes.
in a fucking wedding dress.
Bear,
and
I got you.
You dress in
one.
I mean,
you
I'm
dress
not
in
gonna-
a tuxedo t-shirt.
I'm not gonna spend $2,000, but that is
Bear, I'll hook you up.
Well, you just let me know which is the cheapest, rattiest, smallest one, because I don't want a big. I want a small one, nice and tight.
Well, you know what the best thing about it is you can use scissors and cut any of them as short as you want.
No, we ain't doing it. Well, he already knows it's the dong and ball show if I fucking lose. So
It's the dong as well.
No one wants to
No.
see that. Come on.
The way San Francisco is playing, I might not make it there, so we'll see.
dude, oh my God. And hopefully they just start, well, if they wrap it up, hopefully they do, and then they just fucking rest him, and then he's screwed.
Well,
Are you playing him this week?
Yeah, they're definitely going to play this
Oh,
week.
shit.
So, yeah.
And so Johnny's got R. Kelly?
Yep.
Oh,
this
good.
is how I look at it.
So
It's either going to be Nate and Ryan, or I'm sorry, Nate and Ryan, or me and Johnny. That's how I see it. There's no other way to it.
yeah. And, I'm rooting for Johnny just because I still will not forget last year when fucking R. Kelly, what's your favorite color? Oh, it's this color. I'm like, you idiot. Like, it's the perfect time to get back at him. Get him, Johnny. Go,
Yeah.
Joe Mixon.
We should have a couple. We should have a couple good matchups, but yeah, I mean, it's all gonna. I mean, it's literally all coming down to the last game, which sucks. So I have to sit all fucking weekend and wait for his best 4 players.
When do they play?
They're the Monday night game, 8:30 on Christmas night. So I have to wait all fucking weekend.
Yeah, so you need to build a big ass lead.
I have to be up by at least 100, I think, going into that game to
God damn.
to feel good. Right? 80 is like, okay, that's close. It's 20 a guy. Probably won't happen, but 100 is comfortable. 80 is not comfortable. Anything less than that, yeah. But we'll see. I got good matchups this week. Hopefully Miami's defense doesn't show up. So that's a shootout, which would be nice.
I would love if Miami who has Dallas's D? He does?
Yeah, but he ain't playing. He's playing Buffalo's defense.
Who are they playing?
The Chargers. So I'm going to be fucked there. But I had the Dolphins defense, which carried me for the last couple of weeks. But I've had the Eagles waiting back, and they got the Giants this week at home and Arizona at home. So that's
All
why I
right.
kept them, because they haven't been playing good defense either.
So, Mr. Clutch, because I know you always look out for your friends here, especially your podcast friends. Uh, I'm going up against well, look, basically what I'm looking at is Jared Goof needs to not be Jared Goff. I need Minnesota to shut him down.
It's tough because Goff plays good in domes.
And he's going in a dome.
But I say that with the fact that Minnesota has to win. They have to win this game, or they're done. They're out of the playoffs, most likely, if they lose. They have to win this game. So they're going to be desperate. And the last couple of weeks, the desperate teams have been winning, right? Dallas need to beat Philly. They did. The Bills need to beat Dallas. They did.
He's starting both Miami running backs. I need them both to get shut down.
Dude, they're both solid though.
Shut up.
The way
I just need Tua to throw all over Dallas.
I was going to say, the way Dallas got ran over last week, it's scary. But again, they're two different teams. And the problem is, or not the problem, but I saw that today. Granted, I'm sure it's for precautionary reasons, but the entire Miami offensive line did not practice today. Their entire starting offensive line did not practice. So
wonderful.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll definitely see. As long as Dak goes for 400, 5 touchdowns, all a CD Lamb, I'll be happy. All
right. So Tua must start, right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Saquon against Philly.
You have to.
All right. Here's where I run into some shit. I got Spears. I don't know what they're going to do with Derrick Henry. So I got Spears in right now. They're going up against Seattle, but on the bench, I've got Murray, whatever. Dalvin Cook ain't getting a ball, and then Madison, who's questionable, and he's playing against Detroit.
Let's see. Hold on, I'm pulling it up. I just want to see it so I can.
Oh, so you can look at the whole thing.
Yeah.
I think Derrick Henry's checked out of Tennessee.
Yeah, I thought so
too. I think he's mentally checked out. I think he's gone at the end of the year.
Yeah, I just don't think you can start Murray because Cook had had such a monstrous game, right. And he's probably going to again.
Madison, he's sharing that backfield too.
The way Chandler looked, yeah.
Madison plays, he'll show carries with Chandler, yeah.
Like that. Yeah, I think you have to put Spears in there, and you got to hope that Seattle gets up a little bit and they throw checkdowns quite a bit to him, which they do. Last game they didn't, and they got away from it and they got beat. So I'm assuming they're going to come back to it and throw Spears more checkdowns, which, you get 4 or 5 of those for 50 yards, sneak in a touchdown, get another 40 rushing yards. That's getting you 12 points, and that's really what you need. So,
and then got to start Devonta. Got to leave him in, of course.
And yeah. You gotta keep Cooper. It's tough because I like Godwin. I just don't know where he fits in above Wilson, Smith, or Cooper. The problem, actually, it's not a problem. It's kind of good that Zach Wilson isn't going to play because Boyle, if Boyle, I don't know who the hell is the Jets quarterback going to be, but they seem to throw more to Wilson when they're in than Zach Wilson does. So,
yeah.
I think there's a shot there.
And McLaurin's hit or miss, but he's going to be covered by Sauce. So that's out.
And they don't know, we don't know if Sam Howell's playing or if the backup's playing. So,
but I do like that I picked up Likely. I just couldn't get him in last week because I missed the time. And but I like that he's in because he's been getting the balls from.
Yeah, yes, he does. And this team you're playing is just it's hit or miss. You got he's got a lineup that could go for 200 points, or he's got a lineup that could literally go for 40. So
he's got 40 or 200, and I'm usually around fucking 70 to 100.
Yeah, like I just don't understand why you're like for him. I don't understand why he's playing Dicker. You want a team that you know is going to score to at least get some points. I don't know if I'm a fan of that. Broncos defense is fine. A-Chain and Mostert, you got to do what you got to do. I would pull one of them for Josh Jacobs if he's healthy, but I don't think he will be. Yeah, I mean, Goff, Eckler just, he looked like ass last week. And I'm sure the Bills will shut him down again.
I hope.
But Brown and Hopkins, I mean, and Taysom Hill is Taysom Hill, but he hasn't done anything the last 2 weeks. So yeah, I mean, you guys will have a good matchup here for sure.
Yeah.
He did destroy you week 4. So just like Nate destroyed me, so maybe this will be the week to get back at it. And Ryan beat Johnny. So
Who wore the dress last year?
I think the guy you're playing, pretty sure.
Am I playing JC?
No, Tim. JC won.
Tim.
He's done. JC won. So it's between you,
Cody,
Cody,
Tim.
Tim, and Kenny.
Yep.
Yeah. So one of you are wearing a dress.
Who won the title last year? Cody?
Yes. And
Yeah.
Cody won the title and Tim wore the dress. And Tim's in the bottom again, which in all honesty, I mean, if you go back and look, his team that he drafted wasn't bad. But
Yeah, so was mine. Wasn't bad on paper, but Burrow
I
got
just
hurt.
mean in general, like, Goff, he's the 9th ranked, right? I get Eckler's 25th. He was hurt. Mostert's the 2nd. AJ Brown's the 4th wide receiver. Hill's the 11th tight end. A-Chain obviously has been hurt, but had a couple big games. Like, he has decent guys in there. If you just look at your team, all your guys just have gotten hurt or haven't performed. I mean, it is what it is.
Yep, that's what
It
it is
just
every year.
sucks.
But my other league, I was the 3 seed, got beat by the 6 seed. That was awesome. And then I was on a bye week in the other one, and
Yeah, I got beat in my other 2 pretty handily, unfortunately. My guys did not show up.
oh yeah, it was the same as my shit. They just didn't, the who was it? The Keaton's Kings. They got two teams, Keaton's Kings and Grayson's Giants. And Keaton's Kings, they had a rough week last week. They did not perform like they have been. And let me go back to it because there was no bye. I was the 3 seed anyway. Didn't matter. Got beat 121 to 103. Jalen had 21. Chuba Hubbard had 12. ETN had 9. Evans had 15. Chase had 10. Samuel had 22. Dallas had 0.
Yeah.
That's what hurt. Kenneth Walker, he was questionable, I think, the whole time, and I didn't want to put him in. And I should have, but I would have put him over Hubbard. So still that only gets me net 8. And then I had Jacoby Myers on the bench because I didn't want to. I have Chase, Jamar Chase, Mike Evans, and Deebo Samuel. Like I can't, it's
you
one of
have
those
to.
struggle buses. You got to play them.
Yep, absolutely.
And so I was like, it is what it is. But this week, we've got Grayson's Giants going again. I had to because I lost Herbert. He was my quarterback. So Shane Falco is my quarterback now.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll love this. Kamara, Saquon, Mike Evans, Tyreek Hill, Evan Ingram, Joe Mixon, Brandon Aubrey, Cowboys. But then on the bench, I got Brian Robinson, Gabe Davis, Pittman, Michael Pittman, Otten, Riley Patterson. So I'm going to stick with the lineup I got in there. And I'm playing Dan, our friend from Jersey. Jersey Dan, fake Francesca.
Like Francesca.
He's 9-3. Or 9-5. I'm 10-4. He was a 3 seed. I'm the 2. And then Master of Puppets is playing, who was the 1 seed's playing the Myles Garrett show.
Okay.
So I think this is this is Jeremy's league. In my work league, that's the one I got beat in the first round. So, I'm in the consolation game. So now Jeremy is facing the number 1 seed. Jessica is her name. And my wife is going to get vengeance for my team is she takes on the guy that beat me. If I would have won, I'd be playing her. And if you remember, what was it? A few years ago? It wasn't last year, was it? She beat me in the championship. I was the number 1 seed,
Yep,
13
that's
and
right.
1, smoked everybody. Wife beats me in the title and beat me in the regular season. Only
That's
2
right.
losses I had all year was from her.
Is that
And I
the-
was like, so everybody gave me shit. I'm like, fuck her. I picked her team. But this year, I mean, did the same thing. I usually help her dad out and help pick the team. And, we both made the playoffs. We're in the top 3 again. So I'm hoping she gets to the title game and brings back a title.
Absolutely.
She's got here, this is her team. Josh Allen, Christian McCaffrey, Alvin Kamara, like right there.
I
Insane.
mean, that's monstrous.
And but wide receiver, she starts lacking. She's got Olave, he should be back. Pickens, if he had somebody to throw him the ball. Noah Fant, Devin Singletary, who's been playing pretty well. Dicker, the kicker. Chiefs D, but on the bench she's got Moss, Osborne, Juju Smith-Schuster, Dalton Schultz. But she had dude, get this. She also had James Conner and Mike Williams. They're both on injured reserve, so she would have just bowled through everybody.
Yes, absolute domination.
Yeah, because she had like the 2 or 3 pick, and I'm like, you're taking McCaffrey.
Yeah,
there's no question. If he's there, you're taking him. Period.
Yeah. Let me take a second. I just had your twin brother calling me, so let me give him a call back really fast. I don't know if it's work related or what. So
you go ahead. Me and the Parrot will start talking about some of the screenshotted stuff I have for this week, and tell my twin brother hello. And I'm hoping I don't fill out a dress like he does. But if I do have to wear the dress, I'm spending 9 months getting jacked.
I would say spend 9 months getting fat. That's what I would do. So.
Well, dude, I've been spending the last 2 months getting fat, and I've only gained 1.5 pounds.
Well,
Sad.
you have not 9 more to go.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah. Say hi to my brother for me.
I will.
Parrot. So we got some of these screenshotted things. First thing, did you see how Charlie and Tiger played together, and Tiger took driver off the deck, and Charlie said, "You gotta be kidding me."
I know.
All
he's like, and then he just smokes it too, dude. Like,
it looked like you take driver off the deck.
I don't know why I can hit driver off the deck so well, because I can't hit a 3-wood to save my life. But for some reason that driver off the deck for me works. I can go like 225 with it and just call it a day.
Insane. I know you're like, I'm not even gonna go with the 3-wood. I'm just gonna hit driver off the deck.
Same if I'm under trees, just clutch down on the driver and just poke at it. Poke out the driver. It stays low. Get it out into play.
So here's a few things. This is not sports related, but could be. So I don't know if you saw this, Parrot. So Warner Brothers Discovery and Paramount are discussing a potential merger.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
I know. With Discovery and Warner Brothers already merging, now you're talking about Paramount coming in, which is like CBS. And Warner Brothers is like TNT, all of those, and DC and all of that shit. I'm like, oh shit, this would be interesting if this did happen.
It's crazy. It seems like in the last couple of years, all these companies, it's like there's been a lot more companies merging together.
And I told Robbie to buy this as a new show vehicle.
That's mine. That's my daily.
That'd be the
Can you imagine
pulling a trailer with that thing.
Dude, that's like if you had like a 20-foot trailer on that, that's like a 50-foot load. Sorry, I'm cooking 5 pounds of ground beef right now.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. So, a few things. So, I need Bear for these though. I want him to hear these things.
And I want to make this heard. Bree said she better get swag if she wins. So
she will.
I'm gonna have to buy her some swag.
And shit. You don't have to buy her shit. She wins it.
She's like, are you guys really not going to give me anything? I'm like, I don't fucking
we're gonna
know.
give.
She's like,
she wins.
She's
she can. What'd she say?
I did not say that.
She probably did. Don't you go lying.
Dude, it's impressive though for what she's done this year. Very, very impressive.
I know, dude. It's literally insane.
She's in the first, isn't she?
I'm
pretty sure.
Bear will have the update once we go.
I'm like, that's just insane. I told her at the beginning of the year, I'm like, there's no way you're going to beat anybody in the podcast. And she's fucking doing it. No help.
Well, the problem is none of us agree. That's the
Yeah.
problem, and we have to, we take the best and or the I should say the not the best, but the
I mean,
majority.
still, everybody makes their own picks and their own, pick 'em.
Hmm. I
It's
think
crazy.
I would be close to first if I would have just, done the pick of myself, which I don't
Yeah.
do.
If I used my picks off of this, I would be close to first.
Yeah, I think I'm a game up on you now, actually.
Are you? Oh shit! I forgot to feed the dog.
Well, you should do that.
I did it. I just didn't give it to him.
So we talked about for those of you who want to know about the MLBPA and teams that defer money, the team needs to the team needs the team to show the money in an account by the second year of the contract and not the first. So all Guggenheim partners have to do is move the money. That's who owns the Dodgers. All they have to do is move money there from the second year on forward, show the MLBPA the account, and then swiftly move it back where it was before. This group has $325 billion with a B in assets, so I'm sure that's not going to be an issue.
No, at the end of the day, what do you get? 700 million.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, what do they got to show the full amount for that? You said.
Yeah.
That's not an issue. They can move it over for a couple days, move it back over to their other accounts, call it a day. Dude, that's just the best contract in MLB history. Shohei is so smart.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely bonkers what that dude
Stupid
did.
money, smart way of deferring the money. Dude's just insane. He deserves it though. He's the best player in baseball.
Yep. I agree. And another thing, I don't know if you saw this, so Starlink satellite internet kits are now going to be sold at Costco.
Oh, dude, speaking of Starlink, I wish I would have sent you this picture. I was on the old Facebook earlier.
Free.
He said, Bree. And this dude in his truck, it was like a guy who works on the oil rig in Texas. But he mounted his Starlink to the toolbox on his truck bed. So he has it plugged into his truck, so he always has a Starlink with him.
That's amazing.
Thought that was pretty.
Doesn't move,
Thought that
doesn't
was
fall
pretty
off,
cool.
doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it's bolted on.
Gotta love that shit. You can't beat that.
No, dude, Starlink, Elon Musk, man, is just he's insane.
Yeah, no, that guy is he's a piece of shit human, from what it sounds like. But
Have you ever listened to his Rogan podcast?
Yes. Have you listened to it?
Yeah, I thought it was funny when he let Rogan shoot the bow into his Cybertruck. I don't know. He just seems like an arrogant person.
Well, but the dude's a smart motherfucker.
But he has reasons to be, I guess.
Because remember, he started PayPal too, on top of everything
did he?
else he does. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
The dude
That's
is
pretty
absolutely
sweet.
fucking insane.
Yeah, I never knew he started PayPal. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, no, you can't beat it.
So what? SpaceX, Tesla. He has that robot thing now.
Yep, PayPal,
Insane.
Starlink.
PayPal owns Venmo.
PayPal owns Venmo. He's got Starlink, like
Whereas my mom calls it Vimo.
Vimo.
Yeah. She called it Vimo the other day.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did tell me that. Hey, you got that Vimo?
For the pizza. I was like, that's just hilarious.
Yeah, no, that's hilarious. But shit's wacky.
She just forgets to say letters and words.
Don't we all sometimes?
Yeah, that's a fair statement.
Yeah, it's all good in the neighborhood. So, a few things like we mentioned before. So, recruiting day was today.
Ryan Day's happy, I'll tell you that.
What is?
Ryan Day's happy, I'll tell you that.
Why do you say he's happy?
He landed his 5-star receiver target he wanted.
Yeah,
they got a couple 5-star. They got at least 1 or 2 5-star defensive linemen today that signed. They flipped.
Yeah, Larry got lucky. That's all I know.
Yeah, I mean, but still, that's what I'm saying. I read something today. He's like, I'll tell you what, that first beer is going to taste good.
Who said that?
Ryan Day.
Oh, did he?
It wasn't that exact words, but he said something along the lines of, "I tell you what, that first beer is going to taste good."
Oh yeah, here it shows utter relief after landing. Recruit Jeremiah Smith. I'm gonna listen to this
Yeah, I mean
because
that's
that's the
that receiver,
receiver, right?
right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Because one of them flipped, the other Jeremiah flipped, and he flipped to, I think, Oregon. Let's see what he said here. It's nerve-wracking. You can see how nervous he is. Said it's really almost fell over. Yeah, you can see he's pretty quiet. Telling him the floor is his.
Man, I mean, if Ohio State's anything, it's wide receiver U. I mean, they just produce nonstop receivers in the NFL,
Oh, 100%.
and I mean, there's no question about it.
Yeah, he says it's been flipping for a while. What was the question? He didn't even know what the question was. He was just shocked to hear that they got him.
And I know Michigan's losing like 20 players, like starters.
Oh yeah,
Something stupid like that.
Figured it was important work stuff. It was not.
Gotta love that.
He wants to know about going on a cruise, so he was asking me stuff.
So Colorado picked up some people though. Four ESPN 300 commits. It's not bad for them.
They flipped a couple big guys today.
I mean, Georgia ranked number 1. They got the number 1 overall defensive player, Ellis Robinson, the 4th. But their top offensive commits a tight end.
Georgia?
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
Alabama was ranked 2. They got Julian Sayin, number 3 overall, and then cornerback Jalen Backway.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. Dude's a beast.
Yep. And then Oregon was 3rd. They got Jaquan McRoy, offensive tackle, and Elijah Rushing, a defensive end. Ohio State comes in 4th. Their best is Jeremiah Smith, who they were worried about getting, and Bryce West, cornerback.
Yeah, and they would have been 2nd if that dude from Oregon went to Ohio State.
Oh, instead of Oregon, the receiver.
Yep.
Yeah, the 4-star. The other Jeremiah.
Yes. I was confused because everyone kept talking about it. I'm like, there's 2 of them. Like, I'm so confused on which one, because they're both 5 stars. They both are like, they have the same stats. They're both like 6 foot, like 190 pounds. So I was confused on who is who. And I think they're both from Florida, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they got Jeremiah Smith and they got Mylan Graham. So.
Yeah, and Grant, I'm telling you, he's going to be the one. You know who he reminds me of? CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
Dude he plays the slot. He's silky. He can run routes, and the dude can catch the ball.
Yep.
Now, hopefully someone can throw it to him, but I think Aaron Nolan will make that happen.
Oh, yeah.
I think Harrison's coming back, truthfully.
You think Marvin's coming back?
They're offering him $20-25 million NIL deals.
That's
as
true.
Much as he'll make in the NFL, and he's been openly, vocally about he wants to beat Michigan. He wants to win a Big Ten championship.
Oh, if he comes back this next year, they're beating Michigan. There ain't no fucking doubt in my mind.
If they don't, then shit needs to change.
Well, we'll see. We got a year to figure that out, but
that's my opinion. From everything I've heard and read, he's been offered 20 to 25 mil.
No, you're right. And the problem is, everybody wants Ryan Day's head because he doesn't beat Michigan or top 5 schools or any of this. It's like, look, dude, Michigan's fucking 12-0 the last 2 years when we play them, 11-0. It's like, they're a good team. Can't beat, you can't help it.
Okay.
And
he's not on the hot seat, and I don't think he's ever really been. I think people overreact.
They just want his head.
Michigan's the last 2 years. Michigan's the best they've been in 20 years.
Well, 100%. And we'll see what Ohio State does. You got Aaron Nolan coming in. Let me ask you this, Barry. You think he starts year 1?
I still think they're going to get somebody to transfer, but it sounds like he's going to compete for the job. So I'm in with that. I think he can win it. I would not be surprised though if they get somebody else in.
Let's get that fucking kid from the other day that brought
Well,
Western Kentucky back.
I'd say Cam Ward still hasn't said
I
anything
know,
yet, so he's just kind of
but
out there in no man's
didn't he
land.
spur like Ohio State not do a come to campus?
I think so, but I think there was. I don't think it was that. I think there was something else behind it. Like there was an actual good reason why he couldn't make it, or some shit like that. So, yeah, I mean,
But
I
look,
think I think there's still a chance he comes there. I think he's just kind of waiting to see everything. And now with those two other guys at Oregon, where he was looking to go, he ain't going to Oregon. And then someone transferred to Washington. I think kid from Mississippi State transferred to Washington. So he probably ain't going to go there. So that kind of leaves open Ohio State.
yeah, like and it's been interesting to see where some of our players have gone. So like Trip Trainum went to Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Reed Carrico went to West Virginia. Mario Bohr went to SMU. Victor Cutler went to Louisville. McCord went to Syracuse, of course. Kai Stokes went to Cincinnati. Ryan Turner is going to Boston College. Evan Pryor's going to Cincinnati. Good for Cincinnati, though.
Yeah, I mean they're getting some good backup D1 guys who are 3 4 star guys. I mean those are guys that normally won't go there, right? They're content with being a backup at a place like that. But yeah,
And Cameron Martinez is looking like Cincinnati or Western Michigan. And
okay.
then Ryan Turner chose Boston College over Illinois. McCord went to Syracuse. So it's going to be interesting, to see what happens.
Yeah,
Like, I just
yeah,
don't know. We got all those commits. So I'm looking at our commits too. Mylan Graham signed. Edric Houston signed.
that was a big one. That
Yeah.
there was big rumors he was flipping to Alabama. And they Saban thought he had him. That was big. That was very big because Ohio State needed someone like that on the line. He is a monster, dude. A monster.
Oh, dude, we got Aaron Scott too.
Yeah. Well, he's the one that was always coming to Ohio. Him and Aaron Nolan were always 100% Ohio State guys. Never had to worry about him. Top quarterback, top cornerback. So it came down to the other
Dude,
wide receiver
damn, we got two top with Bryce too.
and that Jeremiah Smith. He was. Did you hear what he ended up saying? I don't know if I sent that to you guys today.
Uh-uh.
He had Ohio State and Miami in his bag. You know how guys normally they know. He said 2 minutes before he went live, he didn't know or that's when he made his decision to Ohio State. 2 minutes prior
What
to
made
them
his
going.
decision?
He just said he ended up saying that they produce more first round wide receivers, and he likes the quarterback situation with Nolan. That's why
Yeah,
he said it's the
because he wants to play with Aaron Nolan.
production going to the NFL, which is smart. I mean, these guys are there to build themselves for the next level,
Yes,
right?
they should be. And
So
we're going to
why
get
would you
into this.
not go to Brian Hartline, who's turned out more first round wide receivers than anybody in the country?
100%. And we're going to, I hope we never lose him. One day we're going to lose him to a coaching gig, unless they keep paying that dude money, which I'm sure they will.
Again, we go back to if Day loses again. If they lose it, I'm just saying, if they loses to Michigan this upcoming year, Brian Hartline will be the head coach of Ohio State, guaranteed.
Yep.
Guaranteed.
And
he's an
so
Ohio State guy. I mean,
yeah,
because everyone was talking about Vrabel, blah blah blah. I think Vrabel's going to go to the Patriots. Honestly,
yeah, I
my
could see that.
guy I work with, who's a big Titans fan, thinks he stays because the Titans will have the most cap space after this season. So he thinks he's going to stay, and they're going to let him be like GM. And I said, Vrabel's gone. He goes, maybe we'll get Belichick. I said, maybe you will.
Maybe you will. Belichick's going to the Chargers.
Jim Harbaugh's going to the Chargers.
Yeah. Well, but it'll be interesting because, they showed some things with Bill Belichick that he could retire when this is all said and done.
Right.
He doesn't have anything to prove.
He doesn't, but I think this is his life. This is his
I agree.
life.
Die coaching.
I think he'll die on the football field coaching a game at age 95. I mean, I think that's Bill Belichick. His dad did it. I mean, it's just his dad didn't die. I mean, his dad coached forever. I think it's in his blood. His girlfriend, they broke up. So now what else? You don't have shit to do. It's football.
Well, his old owner can show him how to go get the old massage. Um, damn, Duke has opened it up on Baylor. We're
Yeah,
going to
they
get into
did.
that a little bit later too, but yeah, it'll be interesting. And it this kind of leads me into, we're talking about the Buckeyes. So Garrett Stover's coming, Ian Moore's coming. Um, just a lot of big guys. Peyton Pierce coming
Mhm.
from Texas. Max LeBlanc. That's the next tight end. That boy right there from Tennessee, Max LeBlanc. He's gonna get that ball. He getting that ball. Jalen McLean, safety, dude, and they got two of the top corners. This is gonna be looking sick. I'm excited, and I'm
Yeah.
hoping, because we got what Lincoln Kleinholz and we got Devin Brown. I don't think he starts.
He's
Is he
starting
starting
bowl
the bowl
game.
game? Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
And has anybody who has transferred to us from the portal?
Um, to my knowledge, I mean, nobody of no like big names. I don't think.
So, Lorenzo Styles, he's a wide receiver. He was at Notre Dame.
Okay.
We got a Nigel Glover, safety from Northwestern. So this was this past year they came in,
Mm.
right? Taiwan Malone, Josh Simmons, Victor Cutler came in and now he's gone. Huh. Yeah, it'll be interesting. That was into last year. So, oh man, I don't know who are we going to go after?
I mean, has Michigan had anybody big coming in the transfer portal?
Nobody
Or
has.
how was their recruiting class this year? Signing day.
Like 20th.
Yeah, it's not great. I mean,
They don't know what's going on there, and they're going to be strapped with all these fucking
well, and
sanctions.
Jim's gone. I'm telling you, he's leaving. Like
Oh, I agree.
I think he's gone, man.
Yeah,
I,
it's not looking good. Oh, Cam Moore. It'll be maybe Cam was waiting to see what happens with but he only plays what 1 year, right?
Yeah.
He knows it's a rental. He's
Well,
going
that's
NFL.
right. He's gone anyways after that. So
Yeah, he'll go to the NFL. If he was smart, I know Ohio State doesn't produce NFL quarterbacks. You can fuck right off because put Fields on a team. I hope the Bears take Caleb Williams, and then I hope they trade Justin Fields because fuck the Bears.
that would be
I
the Bears. I'm just saying that would be the Bears
no,
things.
and I hope they do because I hope they can trade him to a team that actually could use him, like the Patriots. Somebody like that could use him properly.
Yep.
Where would you like to see of the teams that are going to have openings at quarterback? Where would you like to see Fields go if he got traded? Hypothetical
I think
Yeah, I mean,
I think he'd have success in Seattle, truthfully.
Yeah, they got Geno and Drew Lock now. Drew looking good.
yeah, I mean with the wide receiver core there,
Oh
absolutely.
yeah,
You put him back with Smith and Jigba too. I mean, yeah, absolutely. But and Gino is 32, 33 years old. He's not the future. Drew Lock could be. He's looking good. So maybe they don't waste that pick to get Fields in, but maybe they get him for cheap. Who knows? Um, I mean, I could see. I mean, dude, I get Russell Wilson's still going to play, but he'd be good in Denver. I think. I would like to see him in Denver. He would definitely do like the Raiders, man. He could go to Vegas, get to play inside. You get Devontae if he stays, Jacoby Myers, Josh Jacobs got a good team there. So you could see him going to Vegas. Honestly though, that's probably the only couple places I could see him fitting.
He could go sit behind Aaron Rodgers for a couple
I
years in
was
New
thinking
York
that
and
same
learn.
thing. Get with Garrett.
Dude,
I just
I don't think it's going to happen, but dude, imagine if he had 2 years to learn behind Rodgers and just build, grow and learn, dude.
well,
But Rodgers doesn't
absolutely.
have that many.
No,
Rodgers doesn't have that much time left.
I agree, but I just don't know if the Jets
If
full
he,
time is the answer there. That's all. If the Jets, like the Jets, the Bears, these teams just, ugh, they're kind of garbage. And one place I know would never happen just because it's an in-division rival, but Minnesota.
That'd be good.
Yeah, but I don't think that would happen. I don't think
God, him and
Minnesota would trade
Jefferson,
him there. No
fuck.
way. No
Yeah,
way.
no, they're not that dumb.
Well, with
But well,
Jefferson
they
and
kind of are that dumb.
Addison, woo, that's spicy, man.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting, and which kind of leads to, we were talking college football and different things going on, and one thing that was brought up this week, like a big discussion topic this week. I don't know if you happened to see it, either one of you, but what Chip Kelly had said about college football, what it should look like, he fucking nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
100% nailed that.
Yeah, surprised that Chip was that smart to bring something out of his mouth like that. It's impressive, actually.
Yeah, I know. And it's brilliant. Basically, like he said, he's like, what? NFL is just printing money. NCAA could print money too, but the problem is, and he laid it out. He's like, you might get the athletic directors vote on something 12-0, or head coaches would be 12-0, ADs would be 10-2, and then the fucking presidents of the university would be 0-12.
Yep.
So nothing ever gets done. He's like, why do you think the Pac-12 folded? The Pac-12 was a billion-dollar business folded like a cheap suit.
Mm-hmm.
Just done. And speaking of the Pac-12, Oregon State and Washington State, a judge ruled in a small court to give them control of the Pac-12 board of directors.
Yeah.
And they're working with what? Like they're working with another conference where they're going to play 6 games, but it doesn't count to
Mountain West maybe, or
something like that. And then like all their other sports will be something else. But he made a great point too, that like just because football is going to the Big Ten, why should UCLA softball travel and go play Ohio State? Like they got rivals with Arizona, and it's very, very much a rivalry. And why would they do that?
Mm-hmm.
And he's not wrong. And like he said, structure it. The football makes the money, and it can contribute and pay to the other sports, just like high school. Yeah. And it's like, why would you not? And he's right. Like, let them be free agents. They shouldn't. He's like, what's going to happen? And he's not wrong. Is you're going to get into a game later in the future, 5-10 years from now, and a fucking player is going to transfer from one team at halftime to the other team, and it's going to be okay. I'm like,
yep.
Yeah, there's no rules. You're not wrong.
Yeah, so, which is crazy. I mean, it's absolutely crazy that that is a possibility, which it will be. But
and you didn't hear, like, switching gears. I don't know if you saw this. Warner Brothers Discovery and Paramount are discussing a potential merger.
No.
They're discussing a potential merger. I'm like, fuck, Warner Brothers Discovery just merged. Now they're going to try to talk about Paramount. That'd be humongous.
I mean, yeah,
I'm going to get Star Trek and Batman together. Captain Kirk's going to fight Batman. No. Another thing with wrestling, Mike Rotunda, IRS to us, confirmed that Bray Wyatt has been placed on a Legends deal and all proceeds go to his children.
Good for the WWE.
That is good shit, WWE. Mm-hmm. Angel Cabrera cleared to return to the PGA Tour.
Yeah, and there's going to be a lot of controversy around that because a lot of people don't think that he should get a Masters invite and accept the Masters invite. And pretty much he's like, yeah, I haven't played golf in 3 years. Of course I'm going to go to the Masters. I mean, he needs money. So it's crazy, man, but they still invite him. They didn't have to invite him. They don't have to invite all former winners in a guy who was just in jail for 3 years in a domestic violence crime, right? It's not like it was tax fraud or whatever, right? I mean, shit's crime. I'm trying to figure a crime that doesn't involve, beating somebody or a woman or your wife. So it's just,
it's not tax fraud. That's a good one.
Yeah, so it's not tax fraud, right? Where you can just come back and do this shit. Like, he laid his hands on, I think it was his wife, I don't remember, and was in jail for 3 years.
I think it was a couple people, actually.
So, yeah, but he also did his time, right? We don't know what kind of man he is coming outside. People make mistakes, and you got to also let people live their lives too, right? To my knowledge, I don't think he had any other issues before that. So,
yep. Fun fact: Jason Sehorn's the last white cornerback to start in the NFL. December 22nd, 2002.
I saw that. That was good. Yeah, coming off of Rashad Mendenhall's very interesting comments.
Oh, it was funny to watch Pat McAfee show. I watch that a lot when I can, and they were talking about that. Like,
Yeah.
get all the whites against all the blacks, and he's like, "Well, there's a few positions that we're screwed. We don't have any corners,
Yeah.
so you're just gonna have to put all big guys back there that can catch and just play cover two, cover four is what they said." And then
Cover
he's
four.
like, "They don't have a kicker." That's what he said. A quarterback, you got them on both sides. Receivers, you can find a few. Running back, I mean, the best one they said, "Hey, you should stop. The best running back right now is the white guy."
That is right. That is right. Should be MVP. Should be.
Even Brock said it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's a monster. You take him away from San Francisco. San Francisco's still good, but they're not.
They're not complete.
No way.
They're not
I
doing what
mean,
they're doing.
just look at him since they've gotten him last year. I mean, he literally put that team to another level.
Yeah, it's insane what they're doing. Brock Purdy helped too. Don't get me wrong. That guy absolutely helped, but McCaffrey helps a lot. Um, I had a thing here that was interesting because I know we all like Jim Carrey. During his sophomore year in high school, Burlington, Ontario, Canada, he and his family were so poor they lived out of a van during that time. After school, he and his brother would work 8-hour shift as janitors and security guards at a tire factory. At 16, he quit school and continued working at the factory while honing his craft as a comedian. In an interview with the Hamilton Spectator in 2007, he said, "If my career in show business hadn't panned out, I would probably be working today in Hamilton, Ontario, at the DeFasco Steel Mill."
Nice. We do work for them.
Do you?
Yep.
That's
We
awesome.
definitely do for DeFasco.
So just some wild things there. So we had a crazy week as we get into sports and picks. We had
Sorry,
the
I'm
bowl.
sweating an under right now in this Indiana Charlotte game. This is ridiculous. Shouldn't even
Well,
be happening.
I know I'm been watching the. Oh, speaking of which, so I went to the Michigan State Baylor game, which was fucking incredible. I was I was just enjoying that. I know I was texting you and you're like, "Good for Baylor to come back." I'm like, "Fuck off." And then at halftime, 45-17, I'm like, "Damn," because I had the overs, right? At 143 and a half. It was 62 at the half. 62. I was like, "Fuck, I need 82 points in the second half."
It's all we talked about. And you reminded me that day, so I bet on it, which was great. Um, but yeah, I totally was like, oh crap, got to get back on that. And then perfect timing, boom.
Yeah, dude, it was nuts and got it. And I'm sitting there like, oh God, 143. I'm sweating it out. And then they just start both scoring points. I'm like, all right, this is looking good. And there's 5 minutes left. I'm like, all right, I need to average 4 points a minute. And not bad, but really I need five because that last minute it's going to be garbage time. And so I'm watching it. And then I'm with Sparty Steve. And then dude goes up for a three. And I'm just like, the overs, because I already knew we won. And because Steve knew I was watching the overs. I'm like, all right, we need two. He shot a three, and I'm like, the
Yes,
overs hit.
it was beautiful.
Played money line Michigan State. It was a good day. Like, you played money line Michigan State. I'm like, hell yeah, I did. I was
that
there.
I that
I've
I
never
didn't.
seen them lost when I'm at a game. They've never lost when I've gone to the game. Knock on wood.
Yeah, only over for me. Only overs for me. So and it worked.
Oh, dude, I was so damn happy when it went over. And right now, Robbie in the lobby's got some overs going on. Well, he got oh damn, that Pacers Hornets 142 to 110.
Yeah, and they just hit. I bumped it to 256 and a half and took the under, and these fuckers just hit. You've got to be kidding me. Unbelievable. I lost by a half a point.
Hopefully,
256 and a half.
Was
hopefully
that
it wasn't a big
at
one.
the beginning? What was it? 245?
I mean, these guys are still shooting with a second left and they're up by 30. Like, get out of here.
Well, here's a fun fact. The Pacers have the best record for overs.
Yeah, well, the over under was like 230 some.
Oh yeah, I know. That's why I was like, take that in a minute because the Pacers are number one when it comes to overs.
They missed a three and the Pacers couldn't grab the rebound, which would have ended the game. They get the ball and fucking shoot it. That's how I just lost that. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, I bumped that line all the way up there and still fucking lost.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah, we got what's he got? Let's see. 144 to 113. Wow.
See, I never hit overs. The only time I ever hit is when I bet unders.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Overs. Well, we got the 76ers and T-Wolves at 226. But they need 9 points with 4 minutes. I think we're okay.
Yeah, I think you're gonna be good there.
Yeah. I'm just taking a look at
I just
the
need the LA Kings to win now tonight. So that'll be $100 hit.
oh, they're playing the Celtics. Right?
No. LA Kings.
Oh,
Hockey.
LA Kings hockey. Sorry.
Yeah, they play Seattle tonight on TNT at home. So hopefully these turds can do something, but I'm about to turn on some TNT. So yeah, sorry. Anyways, back to where we at. We're at college.
Yeah, well here, Rockets Hawks. We need 233. They're already at 142. That's nice. Mavs Clippers need 236. They're at 81 with 8 minutes left in the second, so that's looking pretty good. And then Celtics and Kings later. So that'll be interesting.
Damn,
So
how
yeah,
many did you do tonight?
4.
Love that. Let's go, Robbie.
Yeah, Robbie in the lobby. He just bought some more toys for shows. So I mean we gotta
Oh, I'm so excited to drive that Gator.
oh yeah. Oh, because he bought a mower today too, John Deere.
Did
That's why
he?
he said
Good.
he needs the bird down there.
Dude, I want to. I wanted to. I was so excited when I saw that. When you said never mind, I was so sad.
I was like, but when would you go? You'd have to go between the holidays.
Okay,
Don't you work?
Marty, not really.
Oh yeah, you work for me come February. The
Like
bird.
Carrie, or sorry,
Yeah, it's whatever.
no names, but yeah, he's like, once I get the golf carts done, I have nothing to do, and I'm basically done.
There you go. So, yeah, Bear. This past week, we had a rough on the polls.
Yeah,
Me and you.
not great for spreads. Ohio ended up winning straight up, killing Georgia Southern by 3 touchdowns. We all took Georgia Southern. Florida A&M did beat Howard, but only by 4, so Dub was the only one to get that right. Jacksonville State won by 3 in overtime over Louisville. I'm sorry, Louisiana, not Louisville. So Cody and Parrot won that one. Miami of Ohio lost by 4 to App State in a rain-soaked game. Parrot and Cody there. We all lost on New Mexico. New Mexico State got blown out by Fresno State 37-10. UCLA ended up, they started slow. Boise's looked good to start, but UCLA turned it on in the second half and ended up beating Boise. So Dub, Gray, and Cody got that. Texas Tech destroyed Cal.
Fucking ODU and
Old Dominion is up 28-0. Up 3 touchdowns going into the fourth quarter and lost in overtime 38-35. Really good game though. Western Kentucky's quarterback showed out from quarters 2 on. The guy who was going to transfer and realized, I'm not going to transfer. Fuck it. I'm going to come in and win this game, which he did. And then, last night in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl, UTSA started slow as well. Marshall was up 10-0, and UTSA ended up winning by, I think, like 21 or something over Marshall. So I was 2-7. Dub was 5-4. Gray was 3-6. Cody was 5-4, and Parrot was 5-4, which gives our updated NCAA standings for the year. Myself with 81-82-4. Dub at 81-82-4. Gray 85-78-4. Cody 73-72-4, and Parrot 77-74-3. This one's a big one this week, boys. So let's get it ready here. The roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl. Syracuse is a 3-point favorite over South Florida. I'm going South Florida. I think I took them straight up, so I'm going to take them. Give me some points with that too. Probably be a push. Gray?
yeah, I took South Florida straight up. I think I put 22 points on the confidence on them.
All right. South Florida for Gray and Parrot.
I don't remember who I took, but I'm going Syracuse.
Syracuse for the Parrot. All right.
Parrot took Syracuse.
There you go. The Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl in Tampa, Florida. We have UCF, a 4.5-point favorite over Georgia Tech, Parrot.
You said, yeah, give me UCF.
UCF for Parrot.
Same.
Same for me as well. I like UCF pretty big here, actually. The 76 Birmingham Bowl, we have Troy is a 7.5-point favorite over Duke. I'm going to go Troy. I think Troy is going to put it on Duke without Leonard. I think without their back. I think Duke's on their third string quarterback. So I'm going with Troy here.
I don't like third string quarterbacks because of Western Kentucky, so they scare me. But I got a $20 straight up money line bet riding on this game. I got 40 confidence points riding on this game. Troy better fucking mop them.
Parrot.
Yeah, I agree with Mr. Gray there.
Well, you took Duke.
Oh shit! So I gotta take Duke then. I can't.
You don't have to do anything.
You don't have to do anything. You can change your. These are two different picks. Do you want Troy or do you want Duke?
If I can change it, I'm going Troy.
Well, you're not changing anything. All you're doing is just picking them with points. You're hedging your bet, kind of.
Well, I got to change it to Troy on the bull sheet now.
You don't have to. He picked.
Do you want
Duke.
it changed? He can still change it.
Yeah, change it.
Did we take Troy as a podcast? That puts us now 3-1.
Yeah, probably. Anything that was tied, I took the favorite in the podcast. We'll get there anyways because there's only two people in the podcast, and they're both me. So I win. I get swag. Yay me.
Wait, what?
Yeah, for the bowl pick'em on ESPN. Yeah, it was me in there. So so I win swag.
No bull pick him this year, huh?
Nope, nobody got in, so it is what it is. I put it out there, but we didn't get any hits on it.
I'm gonna have to tell Jeremy. Where'd you go, Jeremy?
That's all right.
Yeah, Bree, where'd you go?
Well, she definitely would have won. The Camellia Bowl in Montgomery, Alabama. Arkansas State is a 3-point favorite, or they're over Northern Illinois.
Parrot took Northern Illinois before.
So I'm gonna stay with that.
All right, Gray.
Give me Arkansas State.
Yeah, I'm also going with Arkansas State here. Fuck Rocky Lombardi. You're
right. Fuck Rocky Lombardi.
the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl in Fort Worth, Texas. James Madison is a 2-point favorite over Air Force. I don't root against our armed forces in the Armed Forces Bowl. Air Force for me.
I saw Tom Cruise in Top Gun Maverick, so he flies planes real well. Give me Air Force.
He was in the Navy, though.
Naval Academy.
Give me Air Force.
All right. The famous Idaho Potato Bowl in Boise, Idaho. Utah State is a 2.5-point favorite against Georgia State. Parrot.
Utah State.
Right.
Utah State.
Same for me, Utah State. The 68 Ventures Bowl in Mobile, Alabama. We have South Alabama, the biggest favorite of all bowl games. Oh, yeah, I think tied with Oregon. 17-point favorite over Eastern Michigan. I picked South Alabama, and I think they're going to win, but give me EMU here. 17 is a lot of points, man. It's a lot.
This is 42 on my confidence. Southern Alabama by 69.
All right.
Yeah, I'm with the Gray here. Give me Southern Alabama.
All right. The SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl. Utah, a 6.5-point favorite over Northwestern. Parrot.
Give me the Utes.
The Gray.
Utes.
And I'm also going Utah here. I think they're going to put it on Northwestern, even if like their 10th string quarterback, but they've looked good with all of them. The last game on Saturday, these are all Saturday games, the Camellia all the way to this easy post Hawaii Bowl. San Jose State is a 10.5-point favorite over Coastal Carolina. I'm going with Coastal Carolina. I think San Jose State still wins this game, but I think Coastal Carolina will lose by 10 on the dot. So that half point will be good for me.
San Josie.
That's JS. Parrot.
San Jose.
San Jose State for Parrot. All right. After the holidays, the first game on Tuesday, the 26th, the Quick Lane Bowl in Detroit, Michigan. Minnesota is a 3.5-point favorite over Bowling Green. Parrot.
Give me Bowling Green, man. Give me the hometown team here.
BG for Parate. Gray.
What is that? BGSUCKS. Give me the Gophers.
I've been back and forth on this one. Minnesota should mop them, but I think BG's going to come out and play, man. I'm going to go with BG here.
I wish I would have had my Pat McAfee moment and sang BG's fight song and then turn around, give me the Gophers.
Yeah. There we go.
What's that coming down the track?
Dude, that was awesome when he
That
did
was the
that.
best.
It makes it better because he did it like 3 weeks before that.
Yeah,
totally
to take
with
him.
him.
Yeah.
Oh, it was great.
Best heel turn ever.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Nick Saban even commented on it.
Well, yeah, Saban's always on the show.
Yeah, he loves it. Also on 12/26, the Serve Pro First Responders Bowl in Dallas, Texas. We have Texas State as a 5.5-point favorite over Rice. I'm going with White Rice here this week.
I took Rice in confidence, 20 points.
So you're going to take them with points then, I assume.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of rice, though?
White rice with cilantro. That's the best.
So you're also going rice, Parrot?
Yes.
Got it.
Shrimp fry.
Chipotle white rice, to be exact.
All right. The last game on 12/26, the Guaranteed Rate Bowl in Phoenix, Kansas is a 12.5-point favorite over UNLV, Parrot.
Give me UNLV in the points.
All right. Great.
I got 41 confidence points on this in the Guaranteed Rate Bowl. And Kansas by 21.
Kansas. Yeah, I'm going Kansas as well. I think they should put it on UNLV. On 12/27, we have the Military Bowl presented by GoBowling.com in Annapolis, Maryland. Virginia Tech is a 10.5-point favorite over Tulane. I think Tulane here, they lose by 3. Virginia Tech last second field goal. So Va Tech wins, Tulane covers. Gray.
Va Tech.
And Parrot.
Tulane outright.
Okay. 12/27, the Duke's Mayo Bowl in Charlotte, North Kakalaki. West Virginia is a 6.5-point favorite against North Carolina. Parrot.
What was the first team again? Sorry.
West Virginia versus North Carolina.
Oh, give me West Virginia to be covering that Duke's Mayo all over their coach.
All right. Gray.
Well, it is in Charlotte, so it's like a home game. So give me West Virginia.
I'm also going West Virginia. I don't even know who North Carolina's backup quarterback is. I'm sure he's trash.
Duke's Mayo is the best Mayo.
On 12/27, the DirecTV Holiday Bowl in St. Diego. Louisville, 7.5-point favorite against USC.
Because Caleb's sitting out, right?
Yeah.
I'm going Louisville here.
Yep, same.
Louisville for me.
All right. And the last one up until next Wednesday, when we do the podcast again, the Tax Act Texas Bowl in Houston, Texas. Texas A&M is a 2-point favorite over Oklahoma State. Parrot.
Give me A&M.
Gray.
I put a lot of points on Oklahoma State.
So you get them with the points. I'm also going to Oklahoma State with points. I think they do win this game outright. All right. Whew. That was a boatload.
How's the How's the points going? The Bulls.
Bowls for mine.
Yes, sir.
I have one person I think who has a perfect bracket still.
Damn, that's wild.
Hold on a second, I'm pulling it up as it's slowly loading. So yeah, right now the leader is at 219
Damn.
and has 0 wrong. There is a 202 in there with only 13 points wrong. Those are the two top dogs. And I think next closest after that is a 171 with 49 points wrong, and that would be you, sir.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, so right now you are sitting in third with only 49 missed points. Not too bad. Not too bad. So a lot of bowls to go. A lot of bowls to go. And then with ours, where are we at? So Parrot's gotten 5 bowl games right. Cody's gotten 5 right. I've gotten 5 right. Dub's gotten 6 right. And you've gotten 6 right, Gray. So we're all pretty tight knit on our bowl, just straight picks. 6s and 5s, 6s and 5s. So not too bad. Going over to the pros, the NFL. Last week, good week for the podcast. I went 12-4, Dub went 11-5, Gray went 11-5, Cody went 9-7, and Parrot went 10-6. Pretty solid for us. Raiders, they barely beat the Chargers, right? Just by a little bit. I think they just squeaked by the Chargers on Thursday night, 63-21. Got Brandon Staley fired. No surprise there. Bengals beat the Vikings in a thrilling game on Saturday. Nice comeback win in overtime. It's cool to see. The Colts beat the Steelers. Lions beat the Broncos. Browns came back and beat the Bears. Bucks beat the Packers. Titans lost in overtime to the Texans. The Dolphins crushed the Jets. The Chiefs beat the Patriots. The Saints beat the Giants. Falcons lost to the Panthers embarrassingly, 9-7. Rams crushed the Commanders. Niners crushed the Cardinals. Bills crushed the Cowboys. Ravens crushed the Jags. And the Eagles lost to the Seahawks on Monday Night Football. What a beautiful thing to see. Jackson Smith-Njigba with the game-winning touchdown dime from Drew Lock. Podcast standings. We have a log jam in first now. Jared Goof in first, at Ryan Peoples in first, at Wilson 27 in first, and Bree in first, all with 142 wins. Empty Spiral is in
What
fifth.
the hell's the tiebreaker?
I don't know. It just all says 1. So I guess we'll rip up like a shirt 4 ways and send it to these people. Empty Spiral in 5th with 140 wins, and the Pod in 6th with 139, so only 3 games out of first. Charlie Batch Fan Club at 134 and 90. Mostly Peaceful at 130 and 81. Eric 2341 106 and 74, and Parrot all the way at the bottom at 69 and 33 because he hasn't picked in 10 weeks. So this week for the Pod, Thursday night game, Saints at Rams. Should be a good game. I'm gonna go Saints here. I'm gonna go Saints on the road. A tough one. Coin flip.
I watched a video today of Matt Stafford. I sent it to Bear with his daughters. Don't get tackled. And so I'm going the Rams.
That was good. That was great shit, pal. Parrot.
I'm going the Rams also with Gary. I think they've been playing a little bit better, in my opinion. At home.
Saturday game again for the Bengals. Bengals at Steelers, Parrot.
Damn, we have another Saturday game.
Shit.
Dude, give me the Bengals, man. Jake Browning hasn't looked that bad. I mean, no Jamar Chase this week, but T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd are going to step up. Give me the Bengals, man.
Wait, Jamar's out?
Yeah, Jamar's out for sure.
I better take him out of my lineup.
I meant to tell you that earlier when you were talking about your DraftKings lineup, but I just forgot. But yeah, Jamar's out 100% this week.
No, it's not my DraftKings.
Or not your DraftKings, but your lineup or whatever. Your
Good to
fantasy.
know. Thank you, Bird.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, man, Bengals. I don't think Mason Rudolph's gonna do anything. Ben's not walking through that door.
Oh, God. In Pittsburgh, it's just going to be a sloppy, low-scoring type of game.
I think the Bengals win by 2 touchdowns, man. Seriously.
Oh, God, I don't. Not at all. It's going to be tight. I'm just going to go Steelers at home. Rudolph is better than fucking Trubisky and Pickett, so I'm taking the Steelers at home. Sorry, Parrot. I have to.
That's a bitch move, Bear.
I'm telling you what, if Browning goes down 14 to the Steelers, which I don't know if the Steelers can score 14, but if they do, he ain't coming back like he did against Minnesota. I'm going to tell you that right now.
I agree with you, but the Steelers got to put up 14 points, and that's the issue.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be a 13-10 game. It's going to be dirty. That's the AFC North, man. Bills at Chargers on Saturday night. I'm going to go Bills here. The Chargers are a dumpster fire. Great.
Yeah. Bill.
And Parrot.
Yeah, Drew Brees and Latavius Tomlinson ain't walking through that door.
Colts at Falcons. Parrot.
Oh, stuff. At Falcons.
Colts at Falcons. Taylor Heineke's going to be starting quarterback, not Desmond Ridder.
Give me the Falcons in that case.
Great.
Isn't Heineke the guy that Washington should have kept at their quarterback position?
Yes.
I wonder why he didn't start. They're only a game out in their division. But,
Well,
man,
the problem is he did start earlier this year, and he also sucked.
The Colts are just looking good, man, with Gardner. +1 on the scoring, 8-6 record. That AFC South is wild. Absolutely wild. And, well, the whole playoff picture in the AFC is nuts. I can't wait to watch this shake out and during the last 3 games. But I think the Colts are going to pull this one out.
Okay. Colts on the road. I agree with you. I think the Colts on the road here is a good pick. I think Minshew is going to keep the Colts running here. Seahawks at Titans. The Titans they stink too, man. This is also going to be an ugly game, I think, but I'm going to go Seahawks here.
Yeah, man. We'll see if Gino's back. Drew Lock. Doesn't matter. Seahawks.
Barrett?
Yeah, give me the Fighting Sea Chickens as well.
All right. Lions at Vikings. Barrett.
Give me the Lions on the road.
All right, Gray.
So, theoretically, the Lions should win this game. Jared Goff is in. He does well indoors. But, God, man, they lost to the Bears. They lost to the Packers. They struggling with the division. But who's playing quarterback for Minnesota?
Nick Mullins. He
didn't look awful, but I'm going to take the Goof. But it's going to be close.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, this is a must-win for the Vikings. They're going to be desperate. But yeah, I think the Lions will pull it out on the road here. Commanders at Jets. Oh, this is going to be, God, I don't even know. Backup quarterback.
Game of the week.
Quarterback. God, this is going to be just hideous. I'm just going to go Jets because they're at home. Yeah, coin flip. Gray.
Yeah, Washington sucks. So do the Jets, but I need Garrett Wilson to score 14 touchdowns, so give me the Jets.
Barrett.
Give me the Jets.
All right. Packers at Panthers. Packers pretty much pulled themselves out of the playoffs with the 2 losses last week, so they have to win this week, Parrot.
Yeah, give me the Packers. Must win.
Great.
Panthers who'd they just beat?
The Falcons.
Who?
The Falcons.
Oh. Nah, man, I'm gonna take the Fudgies.
Yeah. Yeah, Packers for me as well. They God, Carolina still stinks, but Browns at Texans this week. I'm going Cleveland. Go with Flacco. It sounds like Stroud is probably going to be out again, so give me the Browns to go into Houston.
He is going to be out.
That's what it sounds. That's what it's trending
That
for.
hindered my decision. So Browns for now, but if Stroud plays, I'm going the other way.
Yep. Parrot.
I'm with Gary on that. Stroud plays. I'm going Texans. Without Stroud, I'm going Cleveland.
Yeah, I think I would do the same, but I just it sounded like he was trending towards not playing again this week is what it sounds like. So we'll see. Actually probably going to be a good game. The Battle of Florida, Jags at Bucks. Parrot.
Oh man, the Jags need to win that game, but the Bucks haven't been looking bad.
Baker.
Give me the
Baker is the only travel or away team quarterback to ever have a perfect passer rating in Lambeau Field in NFL history.
I think I'm still taking the Jags here.
Jeremy thinks Baker's no good.
I mean, Baker's definitely not a bad quarterback. I mean, he deserves his role, but I think Jacksonville, this is a must-win game for them to stay in the playoffs, and I think they pull it off.
They don't have to win.
They don't?
Fuck no. They lead their division. They're all tied. Colts lose, Texans lose. They're there.
Yeah, I'm still taking Jacksonville, dude.
Yeah. I mean, the Bucks got to win too. They're tied with the Saints, and they're only a game up on Atlanta. So, I mean, this should be a really fun game, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go the other way on this. I'm taking the home team. That's all I'm doing. Baker looked good. If he can do any ounce of carrying that same thing he did last week, Bucks are winning that game.
Yeah. I hope that both running backs in this game just domination. Give me two touchdowns from Etienne, 2 touchdowns from White.
I'm hoping for it too, buddy.
I'm gonna side with Parrot here. I think Doug Peterson is gonna have the Jags ready to go. They just got embarrassed at home 2 weeks in a row. I think Peterson's gonna have them ready, and I think they're gonna go into Tampa and beat them in the Battle of Florida. Second game of the week, Cardinals at Bears. I'm gonna go Bears at home. Murray got beat up a little bit last week, and he doesn't play well outside. So give me the Bears.
Mooney could catch the ball. They should have won that game last week. But fucking wild. And it was perfect because that's how you play that. And he fucking dropped it. Right. Bum, bum, bum.
Not only did he drop it, he had it in his lap and somehow kicked it into the air for an interception.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, but still taking the Bears.
Parrot.
Oh God, I'm going Cardinals here.
All right. The actual game of second game of the week, Cowboys at Dolphins. Parrot.
The Cowboys are leading their division, right?
Well,
technically yes.
But if they both went out, Eagles win the division
because they have the tiebreaker.
Well, down the line, yes.
Like the 8th tiebreaker or some shit.
Fuck. Dolphins.
I just need the Giants to beat them once. That's all I need. And then we got the tiebreaker.
I want to go. My head's telling me Cowboys, but my heart's telling me Dolphins. Fuck. Give me Dolphins because they're at home.
So flip a coin and tell them what that says. Gray.
Look, Dallas doesn't need to win. They're in the playoffs. They have struggled on the road, but I think since they just got their teeth fucking kicked in against Buffalo, they got to win. They don't have to. I mean, they probably would rather play Tampa or New Orleans than they would. Who else? Who's the other one they would play if they're the
Rams? Maybe
if they win the division, they could play the Rams. Yeah, at the 2. So I don't think it matters either way. You know, my brain would say think the Dolphins because we have struggled on the road, but I don't know, man. I think Micah Parsons is that D line. If they can just get in and just throw a hand up, Tua can't throw over them. So come on, Dallas, don't fucking let me down.
Yeah, I mean, last week I knew that the Bills, on the road, they're the hungry team. I just knew Dal. I just had that feeling they were going to lay an egg, and they did. I was right. And I think this week it's opposite. When they got smashed by San Fran, they came right back around and rattled off 4 in a row and looked like a dominant team. I'm not saying they're going to dominate this game, but I think they're going to win this game by 10. I think Cowboys are going to win 31-21.
And Stephen A, he did his whole laugh off on the Cowboys. I told you, but then when they asked him, if anyone can be a threat to San Fran, who is it in the NFC? He's like, Dallas.
Yeah. Stephen A just does it just to get clicks because he knows that people hate him for doing it.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, absolutely. I mean, look at the Eagles. They kind of look like shit right now. So, all right. The actual game of the week, Sunday Night Football, Patriots at Broncos. I'm going with the Stallions here at home.
Yeah.
Parrot.
Give me the Fighting Broncos as well at Mile High.
All right.
Oh, the Denver Broncos.
Going to the Christmas Day games, the 1:00 game, Raiders at Chiefs. Parrot.
Give me the Chiefs.
Right.
Yeah. Give me Taylor's boyfriend and his team.
Yeah, I think he's finally going to score this week. Maybe. I think he will. I think Travis is going to get off the schneid this week. Chiefs big. Giants at Eagles. I'm going with the Eagles at home. I think that they've also been embarrassed last couple of weeks, and they have to win. So Eagles at home.
Yeah, give me the Eagles.
They might get booed out of the building if they lose to the Giants at home.
Give me the Eagles, but go Tommy DeVito.
Barrett?
Fuck Tommy DeVito, but give me the Eagles.
And the actual true game of the week, maybe our Super Bowl preview, Monday night, 8:30 game, Christmas night. What a great way to wind down a Christmas day. We get Ravens and Niners. It's going to be awesome. Barrett?
Is it in San Francisco?
It is, yes.
Yeah, give me the Niners, man. They're hot right now. Ever since that bye week, man.
Great.
Yeah, man. 5.5-point favorites. Ravens aren't happy about that and feel they're not getting enough credit, but man, that Niners team is insane.
They are, and it's going to be tough to beat them at home. But if there's one team that can do it, control the clock by running, it's Baltimore. And Baltimore is my Super Bowl team. I picked them to beat the Eagles, but I also have a future on them. So I'm going to stick with my Super Bowl winning team. I'm going to go Ravens. Probably be the only one on them, but we're gonna trust in Baltimore this week. We say they win 2017. So that NFL picks for the week. A lot of football this week, boys.
Yep. We got a lot of it. That's going to be a lot of sitting back and watching football.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So what happened at UFC this past week?
It was a great card, man. Well, one, big shock. This is a big shock. Colby Covington got his ass whooped. And he didn't do shit. He looked like shit. He was scared. I think he was scared Leon was going to knock his head off, which he probably would have. And yeah, I mean, he fought a pussy fight. He got his ass whipped and deserved to lose every round, which he did. So fuck Colby Covington. Good for Leon Edwards. Happy he won. We had a sick knockout the first fight on the main card with Josh Emmett knocking out Bryce Mitchell, old Thug Nasty. I mean, he was convulsing on the mat. It was scary. Like,
did he?
He knocked out cold.
I didn't get to see it.
Oh, whew. I mean, it was a straight right to the temple. I mean, he knocked him out fucking cold. And then as they're trying to obviously get him there, he's laying on his side, and as they start to roll him over, he just starts seizing. It was scary. It was like, whoa, that was scary.
I'm gonna take a look.
Yeah, you got to watch it. It was an absolute nutso knockout. But yeah, it was a good fight, man. Josh Emmett, I think I said it. Dude is sneaky powerful. He's still got it. Dude just still has it. So it was extremely impressive. Ain't no doubt about that.
We got it coming up right now. I'm getting ready to see it.
Patty Penn.
Ooh,
Oh,
fuck.
oh yeah. Patty the Batty ended up beating Tony Ferguson in a unanimous decision. Good fight, kind of boring, but he beat him up pretty good the first 2 rounds and gassed out. And Tony had a good third, but wasn't enough.
Dude, when you see it like full speed, you think he gets hit in the chin, but man, he fucking right
It
in
was
the
right in his nose, dude. Right in the middle of his
Jesus
face.
Christ.
Yeah, that shit was wild. And then
Just wide open. Oh, Jesus. Fucking. Oh, like almost hit him with the hammer side of it.
Mm-hmm. Shavkat Rakhmonov ended up submitting Stephen Thompson. No surprise. Stephen Thompson just looked old, man. Shavkat looked good. Penhota ended up keeping his title over Brandon Royval in a unanimous decision. Pretty good fight, but Penhota pretty much dominated. I think he won 4 rounds to 1. So pretty solid card. Cody Garbrandt knocked out Brian Kellner. Pretty nice knockout. But yeah, the undercard was really good. Very good. All finishes, I think, except for the last 2 fights. All finishes though. But very, very good card. Very good UFC 296, which closed out the 2023 year for UFC. So our next fight won't be until January 13th. That's Muhammad Ankalaev and Johnny Walker too. And then after that, we'll get UFC 297 in Canada, which is Sean Strickland and Duplessis, who fought in the crowd, by the way, of this last pay-per-view. So that'll be our first pay-per-view of the new year, which will be nice on January 20th.
So, and the next one's not till what, January 13th, I think?
Yep.
We're off a couple weeks.
Yep, fight night. So we're off for a couple weeks, and then we go fight night. We go to UFC 297 back to back. So should be pretty good.
Do we have anybody coming for UFC 300 yet? They announced anything yet?
They put Bo Nickel on there as the only one. That is it. That's all Dana has given us is Bo Nickel. Not even an opponent, just Bo Nickel.
I don't care about Bo Nickel.
Yes, I agree. But UFC, let's see here. UFC 297 will be title fight. UFC 298 will be a title fight. 299 will be a title fight. So, and that's O'Malley Vera too, which would be a good one.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun.
That's a good looking card right now to start. 297, just a quick view. Obviously, we're going to talk about it here in a couple of weeks, but looks like a pretty good card. Dominic Reyes. Oh my God. He hasn't fought in forever. We get Jan Blachowicz too. Okay. Looks like a decent little card there. So yeah, a couple good cards to start the year.
So, I mean, that's all I got. Anything from you?
No, I think that's it.
Anything from the bird?
Bird.
Fucking
bird.
Or Bree, because she's Does
There
Bree
is
have
not.
anything to say? She just
Bree,
leave.
have anything
Doesn't
to
even
say?
say anything.
Well, my headphones are in. She can't hear.
Oh. So, anything from the bird?
No, I mean, I literally it took me an hour and a half to cook 5 pounds of meat. So I just got done with that. That's what I've been doing this whole time. So that was fun.
Well, that's okay, Parrot.
I got one from the bird. That the bird is the word.
Everybody knows that the bird is the word. Bird, bird, bird. The bird's the word.
Ah,
Ah.
ah,
I don't know if he's having. What is this like?
ah.
It's more. This is a PG show. Fucking
I was
jeez.
I was trying to imitate Peter Griffin.
Yeah, sure you
Uh,
were.
But
Uh-huh.
That was the
fuck
Peter.
you.
Yeah, that was when he
Those are-
goes down with his knee.
Ah.
Wow.
Ah.
Classic.
God.
Classic Peter.
Classic Peter. Peter Griffin. So, tune in to Sunday's show on Christmas Eve to hear our Christmas bracket. Christmas movie bracket is the next show. So, thank you to Wes Anderson for moments of time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter at Songs by Wes. Thank you to All Wear Clothing, Granite Squatty Landscaping, Connell Bear, DatingTransformation.com, Sparty Steve, Paper Denim Art, Greggy Merch, and as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night.
And Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
To all, and to all a good night.